In the news today, we have Bloodstain Men, Forgun, Next Level Intactivism, Intaction, Your Whole Baby, Intact America, and much more coming up. In Prevail Over the System news, our eBay partnership is now extending to Poland, which is great because for the whole month of March, no one has given any order ideas in the Discord. So hopefully, with this extending to Poland, we might get some Polish intactivists to help us out. And for the quarter, POTS is up 1,850% quarter over quarter. So that is awesome. We are starting to become more and more known in the intactivist community, and we are becoming more stable thanks to all of our wonderful supporters. So we definitely do appreciate that. Also in POTS news, interviewees are now able to pull their interviews after recording with POTS and before the video gets posted if they decide to change their mind. So this means that you're allowed to go ahead and shoot a recording with POTS, and then if you decide to change your mind 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, whatever, as long as we haven't posted the video, you now have a right to go ahead and request that video gets deleted. This was agreed upon in the polls. This was actually a pretty divisive poll. Got my editors and other members of my team like this. I also got questioned by others about why there is even a poll on this. Just respect people's wishes. Anyways, I could make a whole video on just this topic alone, but the people have spoken, so the interview that was in question is now gone. Ironically, some of those who wanted the interview gone also have asked me, what did he say that he didn't want others to know? I wish I was kidding. I guess some people want to eat their ethical cake and have it too. But no, that shall not be revealed, and from now on, POTS only produces the most ethical, consensual interviews ever. If you don't like how this turned out, you probably should have joined the Discord and voted in the polls. Your voice truly does matter. Last week, POTS has offered Cockfight a $300 contract, and they declined it. Why did they? You can feel free to ask them. Since Cockfight turned down a POTS contract, let's go to the picker wheel. Now, I know what you are thinking. There are some groups on here that there is no way they will agree to a POTS contract. Well, first off, why wouldn't they? Ask yourself what we are really asking these groups to do. It's not hard. And this provides top-notch transparency to everyone. And this is the only fair way to go ahead and do it. So this might seem crazy, but we're going to go ahead and do it. So let's go. Oh, here it goes, round and round. All right, your whole baby. All right, baby, let's go. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and message them. I will provide the message we sent right here on the screen. You may pause the video to read it if you wish. Furthermore, after the Intactivist roll call that took us over 3 hours, we still have only gotten 8 messages back from Facebook and emailing. It's been well over 31 days, and we're done keeping track of this. And this is quite disappointing. Trying to network with other intactivists is very hard, as you guys can see, because out of all of this and our time and effort, and also you guys who wanted to join us during the live stream that we had, thank you for joining us and offering ideas. We only got 1 interview out of that and maybe 5 subscribers. The rest was a bunch of no's and being ignored. We also have so much more going on behind the scenes. We will keep you updated, and if you want real-time alerts, feel free to join our Discord. And in Intaction news, Intaction recently made this video. The big news of Intaction as of right now is they're fighting in Maine to get Medicaid program to not fund circumcision. They're putting the brakes on their LVA 1858. This is a bill that would initiate Medicaid payments for circumcision. Intaction continues to work with their lobbyists in Maine who are representing them there. Anthony has been to Portland and Augusta, and Anthony had meetings with legislators, including those on the Appropriations Committee. This bill has around April 17th to get funding. Anthony is also on high alert for Arizona that may put back HB 2512, which will allow circumcision to be covered by the government through Medicaid. Intaction has operations in Maine, New Hampshire, and Arizona, attempting to block bills in 2 states and introducing new bills in another. What he didn't mention in the video was that HB 1706 did not pass in New Hampshire. We did cover that, though, here on Prevail of the System. Obviously, I think if he mentioned that, that would probably kill the vibe a little bit. But hey, you know what? Anthony is crushing it, and he's doing what he can with what he got, and that's awesome. And in Forgun news, Forgun decided to wait 2 months to let us know they received $18,000. Here's the screenshot. Feel free to read that if you want. They didn't disclose what private foundation it was. They typically do, for instance, when they told us Emerald Ocean Ventures donated to them. We also don't know why Forgun waited so long to reveal that they made $18,000, or why they decided to only tell paying members of Forgun this, and to not make it a public newsletter event. Seems a bit odd. The Forgunites are celebrating this regardless. This is what Forgun supporters will be called on this channel from now on, Forgunites. I hope you guys enjoy your new nickname. It's Forgunites. Take it. I don't know what to tell you. Also, kind of related to Forgun news, the doctor that Forgun has been collaborating with for reconstructing foreskins for men, Dr. Dan O'Day. The Dr. Dan O'Day and Samsha's interview is now gone. It got canceled. I don't know why they deleted it, but they did. So it kind of sucks because I would have made a video from that eventually, and if Potts was on the normal 3 to 4 videos a week schedule that we used to have versus just the 2 to 3 videos a week, we would have had this out. I hope you guys listened to it though while it was up. We did cover it last week. There was critical information in there that really would have helped you infer quite a bit of stuff, especially on how Forgun might end up being. And if you would have liked to see more videos from Potts, I strongly recommend you like this video, share it, and subscribe to the channel, and convince your friends to also subscribe to Potts as well, so we can release more videos so we don't miss kind of big events like this, because we did make it. However, I didn't really write a script to it, and now there's no evidence of what was said, so it's kind of it's kind of a dead project. And in Intact America news, they went to a book fair. So Intact America went to the Tuscan Festival of Books. They had a publishing booth, number 238. It ran through Saturday and Sunday. You could meet Georgianne Chapin and Echo Montgomery Garrett, and also Judy Kirkwood. Pretty awesome that you could have went out to the Tuscan patch and met Georgianne and the people who have made Please Don't Cut the Baby and The Penis Business. They also met people there and they were teaching people at this Tuscan festival of books. So that is how Intact America is doing on their book tour. So that's pretty awesome. Also in Intact America news, they have Foreskin Day, which is April the 4th. They are having ways to celebrate it. It starts at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. It will be on YouTube to celebrate all things foreskin. I don't know if they're going to live stream it. Probably not going to be live streamed if I had to guess, but it might be live streamed. But we shall see, and they have definitely made a couple announcements of it. Also, this is their second annual Foreskin Day that Intact America is hosting. This is the actual site that you can go ahead and see. It's the Virtual Foreskin Festival with comedian Milan Patel. It says, celebrate Foreskin Appreciation Day with us. A visit from the Foreskin Fairy is going to be there. We all know about that book, guys. I don't know if it's the exact same book because it seems like a video and not a book. So I'm curious if the author of Foreskin Fairy, which by the way, it's not spelled the same as Foreskin Fairy. So I think these are two separate fairies. Also, the artwork looks different. And then you guys can also have foreskin fun facts and so many other things. There are shareable graphics that are free to download and you can post to your favorite social media platforms if you guys think that's super cool. Also, you can get the Love of Foreskin merch. You can go ahead and order now from here. It's interesting that this site is designed by Billy Klaus. Don't really know who Billy Klaus is. Maybe he works with Intact America, but is also being sponsored by them. Not really sure. Haven't looked too much into this, to be honest with you. I don't know. And in Bloodstain Men news, they did a protest in honor of Parish King, who recently passed away. These are some pictures of the event. It was March 10th when they went out in Jacksonville, Florida. Pretty cool that they went out and protested in honor of Parish King. Even the mother joined Melissa King at the memorial protest. There's a whole video you guys can go ahead and watch. And this is an even longer video. And they even made custom signs for the protest, which is pretty cool. Also, guys, just in case you missed it, Brendan Murata has given an exclusive deal for all of you who are viewing pods right now. You can get 22% off your Hegemon subscription monthly. The link will be down in the description. Also, Next Level Intactivism is still looking for a software developer. He is looking for someone who can make a web scraper and a voice caller and is willing to pay $1,270. So if you guys are interested or have the skills or know someone who's interested, please let Potts know on the Discord or go let Daniel Rode know. You can find him also on Potts' Discord. And on to the fundraisers of Intactivism. We have Your Whole Baby, Bumps and Babies, Pittsburgh. They have raised their $395, which is super awesome for Pittsburgh. They have also raised their $600 in Cleveland for their booth in Cleveland. Someone who's anonymous gave practically $500, so that's really awesome. Also, Your Whole Baby has another GoFundMe. I don't know if this was a mistake or something, but they do have another one in Pittsburgh. You might see it. They need $520 and they raised $290. I don't know if this here is good because this is $395 raised, and then if you add the $290 on top of it, you have over $520. I'm not sure. This was like a year ago, so I'm pretty sure that this is old right here, but I also don't want to go ahead and make that assumption. This definitely seems a whole lot closer. Like, this seems like a whole lot newer, like how these days are. So I just don't want to make any assumptions. Maybe they take a year to go ahead and fundraise this stuff. So I'm just saying that maybe they need more money, but I doubt it. So if you want to donate to Your Whole Baby, go ahead and ask them if they need a couple extra dollars or whatever for their babies and bumps in Pittsburgh. And if you do talk to them and they don't need this, let them know, hey, Your Whole Baby, delete your stuff from GoFundMe. You know, I don't know. Craziness. All right, guys. And also, POTS, our Prevent Graduation Plus Extras. We are 54% of the way there still. We are very much so ahead for the year. So we're still doing good. Granted, those orders ideas would really like some. But hey, you know what? I think we still got this. We have a tremendous jump start on our $7,000 goal. I believe in you guys. And now we are going to go to the Intactivist Growth for the week. All right, last week, the Bloodstain Men had 5,916 followers. And now Bloodstain Men has a total of 5,948 followers, which is a 32-person gain, which is a grand total of a 0.54% Intactivist growth for the week. That is awesome. Big hype. Bloodstain Men seems to be really turning the corner of their little rut that they were in for whatever reason. All right, guys, that is all the news I have for today. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please let me know. Also, once again, big shout out to all of my donors. I will definitely list you in the end credits. I apologize about not listing you guys in the last week's news. I will make up for it this week. My apologies. So once again, thank you to all my donors. I appreciate you guys, every single one of you. All right. A special shout out to our coffee supporters.